Good evening and welcome to the class of 2021 graduation ceremony. As we honor the class of 2021 on behalf of the faculty and staff, I would like to welcome and thank everyone for being here this evening. Parents, we applaud you for helping your child reach this milestone. Without the help and guidance of friends and families, these graduates may not have been able to navigate this journey. Seniors, never forget to show gratitude to your parents. They have made sacrifices that you could never imagine getting you where you are today and to get you where you will be tomorrow. No matter how much you disagree and fight, and trust me, I know that's happening because it's at my house. They still love you more than you will ever know. So let's give our parents a big round of applause for everything they've done. At this time, I would like to recognize our platform guest, Mr. Bill Spurlock, Director of Schools, Dr. Kay Martin, Mr. Jim Estes, School Board Member, Mr. Corey Young, School Board Member, and to my right, these guys make my job so easy, and they have some of the toughest jobs in the school. But I'd like to introduce my assistant principals, Ms. Lori Gober, Mr. Terry Andres, Mr. Ricky Parker, and Dr. Pamela Perkins. I'd like to acknowledge and thank each of them for all they do for students of Rutherford County School and for Siegel High School, especially this past year. They have been amazing as we got through this pandemic. I'd like to also recognize the faculty and staff at this time for all their hard work and dedications to our students. We've got an amazing staff, from the custodians to the cafeteria staff to the EAs, and of course our teachers who get to spend most of the time with these students. What an amazing group of teachers to accomplish what they did this year, teaching in person and in distance learners simultaneously. Without their support and sacrifice, these graduates would not have been here with us today as well. So teachers, please rise so we can give you a round of applause for all your hard work. And of course, I can't acknowledge our faculty without taking a moment to remember Mr. Picklesummer. Mr. P started at Siegel High School when the school opened, and his loss has been a tremendous impact on all of us. At this time, please pause for a moment of silence to honor Mr. David Picklesummer. Thank you. Graduation would not be possible without the help of many people, and I know I would miss naming names if I start naming everyone. So I want to thank every person that has played a part in getting ready for this great evening, from teachers putting stickers on the This class has over $6 million in scholarships, and we love the dedication that they show for academics in the classroom each and every day. You may be seated. Speaking of the ACT, we had 24 students on the 30-plus wall, which is a new record for Siegel High School. There's one student I would like for her to stand and be recognized, and that's Grace Trout. She received a perfect score on the ACT, which is a 36, and she is also a National Merit finalist. To my left is Whitman Tchaikovsky. He received the National Merit Commended, and he had a 35 on his ACT. If you'll notice, some students are in teal. Those students have completed the AP Capstone Diploma, so at this time, if they would stand so we could recognize them. This group of seniors have done a fantastic job. It was my goal when I came to Siegel High School 7 years ago to increase the amount of dual enrollment that we offer our students. This is a group that has really come through and increased that number. This group has over 1,300 hours of dual enrollment credit, so they're going to go to college a head start. There's one student I want to recognize, and that's Kate Matthews. She completed 63 dual enrollment hours and graduated from Motlow with her associate's degree. So Kate. Luke Blaine, as I mentioned earlier, he's one that's done a lot of work for the video production and live streaming, has perfect attendance for 4 years. Luke, please stand. And any students that has completed 10 plus voluntary hours in the community, if you would stand at this time so I could recognize you for your voluntary hours. You may be seated. When someone asks me how to describe Siegel High School, I usually tell them 3 A's: academics, the arts, and athletics. This class has had great success in all 3 areas. Our fine arts department is second to none. They have been in multiple band competition championships. They've been a part of our choral department, has received numerous awards and recognitions. And they have been, and these students on the athletic field have been part of multiple state championships, state runners-up, state appearances, regional and district championships. And of course, our competition cheer squad was just won a national championship. But this group isn't finished yet. We've got a lot to go and a lot to finish on the athletic field. Next week, we start regional tournaments with our baseball, softball, and tennis teams, and several track and field athletes have already qualified for the state. So great job to the class of 2021. At this time, I would like to introduce Whitman Tchaikovsky, student body president, to deliver the welcome.
Good evening, parents, friends, loved ones, faculty, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2021. When I was thinking of what could represent the entire class of 2021, I will admit it was not easy. Our class is so diverse, well-rounded, and supportive of one another. Only one thing truly represents this class so perfectly that it captures all of our strengths. The Siegel High School class of 2021 is like a fruit fly. Now, some of you may be wondering how 386 graduates compare to an annoying creature that always seems to be in the way. Actually, in fact, we couldn't be more alike. Fruit flies are not perfect. If fruit flies are perfect, wouldn't we see more of them? Our class is not perfect either, but we are pretty close. The class of 2021 excels in almost everything we do, but when we don't, we know how to be humble. Fruit flies are everywhere. Look around you. You probably do not see a fruit fly. It's because they're sitting right here. They will walk across the stage tonight as high school graduates. This class, when we want to see change, we stand for it. When we want to see growth, we help each other out. We are not really leaving high school. We are just carrying out our legacy into the real world. Fruit flies, they never go away. It's almost like you can't get rid of them. Our class is involved in every facet of this school, whether it be on the stage, in the classroom, in the science lab, on the field, or on the court. We are everywhere. This class is proud to represent 386 different perspectives and opinions at this amazing high school. Your road as a fruit fly is just beginning, and I cannot wait to see the amazing things this class will do. Congratulations on all of your accomplishments. This class really is the best at what we do. Class of 2021, I leave you with this. When given the opportunity, choose to be a fruit fly. Be the one who knows they are not perfect. Be the one who people just can't get rid of. And be the one who is involved in everything. And finally, and most importantly, never stop being a Siegel star. Thank you.
Thank you, Whitman. At this time, if you would turn your attention to the screen, 15 of our 20 valedictorians are going to give their speeches, and we ask that you please be as quiet as possible and give them let them have their time in the spotlight that they've earned over these past 4 years. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Before I start, I'd like to thank all the friends, family, teachers, and administrators that came out here today. I think I can speak for everyone when I say it really means a lot to have you all here today. Now then, today we become graduates of Siegel High School Class 2021. So for today, let's focus on what's important right now and acknowledge our achievements both individually and collectively. However, this calls the question, what will tomorrow bring? That is a difficult question to answer, but I know one thing for sure. When I look out at my fellow classmates, all gathered in the same room, maybe for the last time, I see so many bright futures ahead of us. Each of us set out in this next stage of our life, hoping to achieve future success and set new goals. I see future doctors, lawyers, engineers, teachers, and many more influential leaders. But let's say for a second, some of you haven't set any goals, or don't know what to expect in this next stage of our life. Well, I'm here to tell you that no one knows what to expect in this next stage of our life. Our teachers here at Siegel have tried their best to prepare us for this next step. But it's not about what happened in the last 4 years. It's about what you decide to do now. On that note, I would like to end by encouraging all my fellow classmates to try to strive for something you love, because that's when you'll be truly great at it. And I'd like to thank all my friends and teachers for making these past 4 years truly memorable for me, and for encouraging me to strive for greatness. Thank you.
Class of 2021. We've heard that term since we began kindergarten. Of course, then it seemed like a time that would never come and was light years away. Here we are today on our own football field, dressed in caps and gowns, surrounded by the people we love the most. The class of 2021 has truly been through it all. We've suffered loss, grieving, and even got an important part of our high school experience taken away from us. Through all of that, we have continued to be true stars. Like, remember when we won pep rallies as freshmen? As we have all struggled collectively as the class of 2021, I know each one of you have fought your own individual battles throughout the past 4 years. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you for persevering and becoming high school graduates. As we move on to this next chapter of our lives, I hope every one of you remember all that you are capable of. Whether you are headed off to college or not, the sky is the limit, and don't stop until you get there. Psalm 24, may He give you the desire of your heart and make all of your plans succeed. Class of 2021, we did it. Congratulations.
Good evening, parents, teachers, faculty, and my fellow graduates. I would like to say thank you to my parents for instilling in me the belief that I could do anything. And thank you, Mr. Mosier, for teaching me how to be a leader and giving me a safe space to travel the world from one classroom. Regardless of your graduating GPA, the colleges you did or didn't get into, or your plans after graduation, you should be proud that you are sitting here today. After the most tumultuous year in recent history, the fact that we are able to sit here, having graduated, is a feat that we should all take pride in. From this moment on, we decide the course of our lives. We get to decide how the world looks. It is up to us to make our world and our communities a more positive and empowering place. It is now our responsibility to treat every person we meet, regardless of their race, religion, or gender identity, with respect. It is our duty to create a future free of injustice, a world where a Black man walking down the street is not perceived as a threat. A world without prejudice and judgment. We must look outside of ourselves and beyond our own communities, because injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. It is time to hold ourselves accountable, not only for the sins committed by us, but by the generations that came before. We must look at the legacy that we are leaving behind and fight to ensure that those who come after us aren't responsible for cleaning up a mess that we made. With a constant barrage of negativity, it's easy to feel hopeless about the world. But never forget that you have power. You have a voice, you have an impact on those around you, and it is up to you to use that voice for good and for change. I will leave you with this quote by Nobel Peace Prize winner Desmond Tutu. If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor.
To the class of 2021, we made it. Through the unpredictable times and endless nights of studying, we all did it. I want to thank all of the wonderful teachers I've had and the Siegel cheerleading team for making high school something I'll always cherish. To my friends and family, thank you for always pushing me past my limits and guiding me to make the right decisions in life. Lastly, I want to thank two very special people to me, my triplet siblings, Claire and Whitman. They have never left my side and always bring out the best in me. Claire, I am very thankful for your competitive spirit and teaching me to never give up on anything. Whitman, you are the most intelligent, outstanding, and hardworking individual I will ever know. Both of you truly are my best friends, and I will forever be thankful for that. One of the most important lessons I've learned the past 18 years is that the decisions you make really do matter. I truly believe the reason I am standing up here today is because of the decisions I made during the hard times and the choice to never lose sight of what was best for me. I hope as all of you go into the next stages of your lives that you remember to always make the right decision, even if it is hard. God has a plan for every single one of us, and I pray that all of you understand and realize that. Everything about the past 4 years has been amazing, and I can't wait to apply everything I've learned into the next chapter of my life. Thank you, Siegel, for everything. I'll always be proud to be a Siegel star.
Before I started my high school journey, there was a defining moment for me as I tried out for the middle school baseball team. I quickly found out, with the help of head coach Mike Tobit, that baseball was probably not in my future. I realized that I was the most unathletic kid on that field. This experience proved to me that when one door closes, another one opens. Very quickly, I found my place in other activities, and I eventually went on to be student council and student body president. Thank you to my student council advisors, Miss Edie Sessions, Miss Selena Thornton, Miss Jessie Shipley, and Miss Beth Seals for always pushing me to my limits to serve this amazing school and its students. I have often been told that I have a too big of a head, and I don't mean physically. Going into high school, I thought I would get everything I want. Little did I know that I was in for a rude awakening by two people. Thank you, Miss Swinson, for showing me how to humble myself with others. And a very special thank you to Mr. Dusenberry for always reminding me that I am not the center of attention. Thank you, Mr. Creasy, Miss Collier, and Coach Chadsfields for always letting me pursue an idea, even though it might have sounded crazy at first. I've had some crazy ideas. If you've been at Siegel for a while, you've probably seen me on the bench or the sidelines of a sporting event. Thank you to all of the coaches, especially Coach Sean Robinson, Coach Sean Middleton, and Coach Flowers for welcoming me into your programs with open arms. Because of you, I now have a scholarship position on the women's volleyball staff at the University of Louisville. Let me leave you with this. I bet most of you, including me, can go in the hallway and point out the athletes, musicians, gamers, and artists based on the way they walk. I really don't fit into one of those categories very well. I choose to carry myself in a different manner. My grandmother always told me that I should walk in like I own the place. So I choose to walk in confidence while serving others. In the words of Woodrow Wilson, there is no higher religion than human service. To work for the common good is the greatest creed. Thank you to my parents, Shelley and Krister, for showing me that confidence and kindness will always win the day, and hard work will never fail you. I have exceeded their expectations. I have reached my goals. You can reach your goals too. Just remember, it's all about the way you walk. Thank you.
I want to start by saying that I'm truly honored and humbled to be here giving this speech. These past 4 years have been an adventure, especially this last year, and I truly do not know if I would be here without the guidance of the people around me. I would like to start with a thank you to my teachers. I'm deeply appreciative of all the support I have received, not only these past 4 years, but all of my academic career, and would like to thank teachers from elementary, middle, and of course, high school. There are so many I'd like to thank and so much I would like to say, but I'd be here for hours, so here are 7. I'd like to thank Ms. Harris for being the first teacher to acknowledge I had something and inspire me to use it. Ms. Young for persuading me to genuinely try writing and encouraging me to improve. Coach Phillips for igniting an interest that would soon become a passion. Mosier for reinforcing that passion with the best and most challenging class I have ever taken. Ms. Farmer for providing a place where I met people who I wouldn't have otherwise. Ms. Butler, Ms. Ott for letting me talk about books for hours and providing me with the courage to take up a leadership position. And Ms. Racky for giving me the chance to try something I felt was impossible. The next group I'd like to thank is my friends and peers. From the people I met and bonded with in book club, in FTA, in beta, in choir, in color guard, in band, to the people I sit with in classrooms, to the people I just pass in the halls, I would like to say thank you. I truly do not believe my high school experience would be nearly as interesting as it has been without you all in it. Last but certainly not least, I would like to thank my mom, who stood by my side and worked hard to support me in any manner that she can. From going to a football game and cheering in the stands, to driving me to this or that activity after school, or to simply helping me find the correct word to use in an essay. She was there every step of the way, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Caroline, and I am grateful for the opportunity to speak here tonight on behalf of the class of 2021. I would like to begin by thanking some of the people who helped me throughout my 4 years at Siegel High School. First, I would like to thank Mrs. Myers, Mr. Mosier, Mrs. Milliken, and Mr. Dusenberry for always challenging me in the classroom and encouraging me to do my best. Next, I would like to thank my band directors, Mr. White and Mr. Ward, and the Siegel Band for giving me the best memories of my high school experience. Lastly, I would like to thank my family, friends, and church for supporting me outside the classroom and helping me grow into the person I am today. Now, buckle your seatbelts because we're about to time travel back to where our journey at Siegel High School began. The year 2017. We, the freshman class, look forward to you for years. We were so excited to meet you and finally get started on our high school career. When we finally came through the doors of Siegel High School, though, we were faced with challenges from late-night study sessions to finding out how to become adults. And we decided we would have a new year to look forward to, 2021. We counted down the days until this year and tried to rush you away. Little did we know that we would soon be missing your memories with our friends, gatherings, and your sense of normalcy. We know better now. We will do better now. Thank you, 2017, and thank you, class of 2021.
As our wise leader would say, "Good evening, Siegel High School." That was for you, Mr. Creasy. Thank you to all the teachers, friends, and family for supporting all of us on our academic journeys. I would like to give a special shout out to Miss Butler for being the best teacher and an even better friend. You have been there for me in so many ways, and I can't thank you enough. Now, to the graduating class of 2021. From the first day of kindergarten, we have waited almost 4,670 days to get to this moment. And here we are, with the rest of our lives ahead of us. If the last 9 months have taught us anything, it's that we are a resilient class. We have withstood and recovered from so many obstacles, and we still made it. The great Kevin Hart once said, "The only time you should look back in life is to see how far you have come." And we sure have come a long way, baby. So, with everything that we have endured, we can stand strong and know that we can overcome anything that gets in our way, because that's what Siegel Stars do. Congratulations, class of 2021. Now go out there and show them who's boss.
Good evening, class of 2021. If you don't know me, my name is Marilyn McCarthy, and as my senior quote states, you've probably seen me running in your neighborhood. Writing this speech, I've allowed myself to reflect on how great an impact the last 4 years have had on my life, and I realize now how much I have grown. Well, maybe not height-wise, but I truly have become a different person since walking through those intimidating doors 4 years ago. In my first year at Siegel, I quickly established myself as a contributor to the cross-country and track team, involved myself in Key Club, and struggled like I never had before in the classroom. A push, calculus, sorry. For 3 years I did this, staying comfortable with my definition of a challenging routine. But like every other person in the world, that routine was broken in March 2020. The new reality of my senior year unfortunately meant losing connections with former classmates, little volunteer opportunities, and I tore the cartilage in my hip, abruptly ending my high school cross-country career. A new, more dull, comfortable routine was established, in which the only thing I looked forward to was this very day. Following my later hip surgery, I had this sort of aha moment with myself. I remembered the phrase Coach Young had been saying every year since my first: "You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable." I was able to comprehend this in a way that wasn't just limited to running. I was uncomfortable reaching out to those I was unable to see daily. I was uncomfortable seeing my teammates be successful without me. I was uncomfortable walking with crutches, and I was uncomfortable asking for support. And so, I now try to live my life with more awareness of that voice in my head that urges me to take the easier path and instead brave the hillier road, because I know that's what makes me stronger. I am eternally grateful for my teachers, classmates, teammates, coaches, and of course my family, who have all in one way or another helped mold me into the confident woman I am today, ready to take on Knoxville this fall. I think it's very true that people don't appreciate things until they are gone. I'd like to challenge you to relinquish any petty grudges, treat those around you with kindness, and pay more attention to that voice in your head to find what makes you uncomfortable. Thank you.
Welcome family, friends, faculty and staff, and fellow graduates to the graduation for the class of 2021. Graduation is a day of reflecting on the past 4 years and looking onward to the future. It's a day to look back at the times we have had with friends and to be hopeful for the future no matter what path you decide to take. Tonight means different things for all of us. For some, tonight brings relief, while for others it brings anticipation and excitement for the future. Some may be thinking about the next step they want to take. No matter what path we choose, we all gather here tonight to celebrate the huge accomplishment we have all strived to achieve over the past 4 years. This year, although it has been very unconventional, has taught me many important things to take with me through life. It has taught me to face challenges head-on, no matter how much they scare you, always find the good in any situation, but most importantly, don't forget to do the things that make you the happiest. To my parents, Tanya and Scott, I want to thank you for always being there for me and believing in me no matter what. I would not be the person I am today without the love and support you have shown me. I love you both more than you can imagine, and you both deserve the world. To my teachers over the past 4 years, I want to thank those of you who have helped and supported me in finding my way. To Miss Farmer, Miss Conley, and Miss S., I want to thank you for being my biggest supporters and for always being the ones I can come to and talk to about anything. Finally, to all my classmates, I want to thank you for all the memories we have shared over the past 4 years. We have all worked for a very long time for this day, and it's finally here, and we all deserve it. I wish you all the best of luck on the road you choose to go down next, but today we celebrate. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Good evening, stars. You've heard it before. Once a star, always a star. So as we go our separate ways into this world, always remember what being a star looks like. One characteristic of a star is S, success. Success isn't always defined by how much money you have or how high your grades are. Think back to all the successes that you have had in the past 4 years here at Siegel, whether that be on the field, the court, the stage, in the classroom, and of course, graduation today. As we move forward, strive to be successful in everything that you do. Next is T for take charge. You have control of your life and your future. Don't sit back and let life happen to you, but instead step up and happen to your life. Live each day accomplishing more than you did the last. Next is A for appreciate. None of us could have made it here alone. Be thankful for those who helped you get here, whether that's your friends, your family, your teachers, your coaches. Be thankful for those that played a role in your life, and be prepared to make a similar impact on someone else's life. Finally, we are resilient. After a year like no other, each of us still made it here. We are all still graduating. We finished our last year of high school strong despite our circumstances. So, keep these attributes with you as you step out of Siegel and into the real world. Keep reaching for success, taking charge of your future, appreciate those who help you, and always stay resilient. Thank you, class of 2021, for all the memories, and always remember that we are virtually the best class ever.
I would like to firstly congratulate the class of 2021. I would secondly like to thank my family, teachers, and friends for their support over the past 4 years. Now that the formalities are taken care of, I would like to help out future me. This next part is for my family, so the rest of you may tune out if you'd like or listen, whichever you'd prefer. So Dad, I got a speeding ticket the first day I ever drove with a license, then got my license suspended for the next 4 weeks. Shout out to my mom for helping me through that, because if my dad had gotten involved, I don't think I ever would have been able to drive again. You can't be upset with me though, because it's my graduation day. Now that all that is taken care of, I want to congratulate the class of 2021 once again. I wish I had something impactful or inspirational to say, but I'm sure the other valedictorians have it covered. Good luck to everyone in pursuing their future.
Hi, my name is Eli Strayer. One of my favorite quotes of all time is from baseball legend Tommy Lasorda. He says, "No matter how good you are, you're going to lose 1/3 of your games. No matter how bad you are, you're going to win 1/3 of your games. It's the other third that makes the difference." Throughout even just the past year, I'm sure that everyone on this field has gone through many wins and losses. Although we weren't given the most ideal senior year, I hope that all of you found your own way to make the most of it and win the other third. Thanks to my friends and awesome teachers, I made the most of the other third, and this year was the most fun year of high school I've had. From making cheesy segments with Coach Fields and the announcements team, to visiting Miss Miller during office aid, to competing in Dr. Matiszewski's stats class, this year has truly been a blast. These last 4 years we have been handed many wins and losses. As we move on to the next chapter of our life, we are bound to experience many more. What determines our success is what we do in the other third and how we respond to those wins and losses. Thank you. Goon Squad out.
Maya Angelou once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." And looking back at my high school experience and everything that made it unexpected and extraordinary, I can only believe that this statement is true. I know that I will probably not remember this speech years from now, and honestly, I don't think half of us will remember each other's names. I believe the more important thing to look back on are the moments that defined us as a class. I know that I will never forget how we handled what could only be described as unthinkable circumstances in our senior year. Instead of pitying ourselves for everything we lost, our class made this year the best it could possibly be by approaching it with a positive attitude and hope for the future. It is this feeling of unity and togetherness during these very uncertain times that I will remember our class for. So thank you all for that. I would also like to thank Ms. Piggott, Ms. Martin, and Mr. Mosier for inspiring me to become an educator. Thank you to my band directors and my band family for giving me a safe space the past 4 years and seeing me through what can only be described as extreme character development. I would also like to thank the yearbook staff and Mun Gang, hey guys, for dealing with my unfortunate sense of humor. Most of all, I would like to thank my family and friends for your continuous support. No amount of time would ever be enough for me to explain how grateful I am to you all. Thank you.
Good evening, classmates, family, and friends. We finally made it. All those long, stressful nights dreading the next day's test finally paid off. We've been through a lot in 2020 with the pandemic changing all of our lives permanently. This, on top of the countless other struggles we've endured these past few years, has molded us into who we are today. Life's greatest lessons are learned through pain, a quote that fits us perfectly. While we want to embrace our highs, it is at our lows where we find ourselves the most and are able to come back stronger than we were before. Everybody in these stands has been through some sorts of trials and tribulations, and I'm sure they'll be the first to tell you it wasn't easy. But their response to the situation is what brought them here to see you today. So, what is the main takeaway? Don't be afraid. You made it through COVID-19 and look where you are today, graduating high school. So what's stopping you? No matter what it is to come in these next few years, you'll come out on top. Because despite what some might say, you are strong. Thank you.
Good evening. At this time, we would like to honor our valedictorians. Mark William Sella. Mary June Caroline Conley. Juliana Elizabeth Cote. Carly Alexander Tchaikovsky. Whitman Henry Tchaikovsky. Kaylin Elizabeth Harden. Isabel Caroline Hauk. Elizabeth Annabelle Jakes. Kara Elizabeth Lane. Hannah J.C. Lewis. Marilyn Tess McCarthy. Olivia Christine Madison McElroy. Molly Kate Merriman. Isabella Paige Pontefangsa. Ellie Kathleen Risher. Elijah Buchanan Strayer. Emily Shea Tillis. Jasmine Alyssa Trotter. Grace Catherine Trout. Maxwell Alexander Wynn. Congratulations, valedictorians.
We've heard this word mentioned several times in their speeches, and now I'm going to use it again. But to the resilient class of 2021. When we walked on campus last fall, finally a senior, you had no idea the challenges and disappointments that would come your way. We can't bring back all the memorable moments you missed with your friends because some were in person, some were in distance. We can't replace the pep rallies that I knew you guys were going to dominate this year because you did great your freshman, sophomore, and junior year. So, but you can't bring those back, but we've had some great times. The band competitions you didn't get to compete in, the live performances and recognitions that did not happen. Fun times you normally get to have with your friends in the cafeteria, but we had to social distancing, put trash bags, make you sit in one direction. So none of those times get to come back. And all the games that many of you are unable to attend due to the COVID precautions. But on the positive side, when this year started, I did not see any way that we would get to complete not just one season of athletics, but not even a half a season. But because of the hard work and dedication of your teachers, coaches, and everyone else, we were able to complete all our seasons. Just 2 weeks ago, you had an amazing prom here on our campus. For you all, and now we get to conclude your high school career on the beautiful campus of Siegel High School. Remember to always embrace the positive side of life. Though things did not happen the way we wanted them to this year, we still had a fantastic school year, and you guys are a fantastic class. This class will always be remembered in the history because of COVID-19. We do not know why things happen, but I'm convinced there is a reason for everything. In preparing for this speech, I didn't know exactly how I was going to go with this speech, so I was on the internet searching and found this poem by Johnny Ray Ryder Jr. entitled "The Oak Tree." A mighty wind blew night and day. It stole the oak tree's leaves away, then snapped its boughs and pulled its barks until the oak was tired and stark. But still the oak tree held its ground while other trees fell all around. The weary wind gave up and spoke, "How can you still be standing, oak?" The oak tree said, "I know that you can break each branch of mine in two, carry every leaf away, shake my limbs and make me sway. But I have roots stretched in the earth, growing stronger since my birth. You'll never touch them, for you see, they are the deepest part of me. Until today, I wasn't sure of just how much I could endure. But now I've found, with thanks to you, I'm stronger than I ever knew." Graduates, you are the oak trees. What you've had to endure since March 13th of 2020, when you lost the end of your junior year, and how your senior year was so different, is nothing like anyone has had to endure. Your parents, church, family, friends, teachers are the roots that have led you to this moment. This past school year, you have shown how resilient you are. And resiliency is defined as the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, and I know you guys will, and you guys have developed toughness over this year. I know your senior year hasn't been what you wanted or expected, but we're excited here to celebrate you and look forward to the great things each of you will do in the future. As I said, you guys are a very special class, and that's for many, many different reasons. But one in particular, I have to really say that this class is very special. So bear with me just a second. Because before I conclude this speech, I must acknowledge my own graduate, Carrington. To you, my firstborn, stay happy and be wise. As your dad, I am so proud of you and so glad to share the excitement of your graduation day. My heartfelt blessing to you, my daughter. Graduation is undoubtedly a great achievement, but it does not have to be your only great celebration. Many more achievements in the future are fluttering in front of you. So dream big, work hard, stay focused, and surround yourself with godly people. I'm sure every parent feels the same way about their son or daughter as I do, graduating tonight. It's just I get to be the honor of being the principal of Siegel High School and having the mic right now. Seniors, remember that today is a day to honor your success. Although it may look different this year, the message is still the same. You earned this. through your hard work and dedication for the past 13 years in school. But what I want you to do for the next couple of days or weeks, take the time to thank the people that got you to this point. Your parents, teachers, grandparents, family members, coaches, Sunday school teachers, anyone else that has played a role in your life. Be proud and shine on. As you move forward in whatever you have chosen to do postgraduate, you're going into college, you're starting your career, going into military, tech school, whatever you're going to do, and I want you to know you will always be a Siegel star. I expect you to go out and shine bright. I look forward to hearing about this amazing things you are accomplishing, and you're always welcome back on the campus of Siegel High School. F. Scott Fitzgerald said, "It's never too late or too early to be whoever you want to be. There's no time limit. Start whenever you want. You can change or stay the same. There are no rules to this thing. We can make the best of the worst of it. I hope you make the best of it. I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things you've never felt before. I hope you meet people you have different point of views with. I hope you live a life you're proud of. And if you're not, I hope you have the courage to start over again." Ernie Harwell said, "It's time to say goodbye, but I think goodbyes are sad, and I'd much rather say hello. So hello to your new adventures that all the class of 2021 is fixing to begin." And now, the time we've all been waiting for, the presentation of the diplomas.
Mark William Sella. Mary June Caroline Conley. Juliana Elizabeth Coate. Carly Alexander Tchaikovsky. Whitman Henry Tchaikovsky. Kaylin Elizabeth Harden. Isabel Caroline Hauk. Elizabeth Annabelle Jakes. Kara Elizabeth Lane. Hannah J.C. Lewis. Marilyn Tess McCarthy. Olivia Christine Madison McElroy. Molly Kate Merriman. Isabella Paige Panktivasa. Ellie Kathleen Risher. Elijah Buchanan Strayer. Emily Shea Tillis. Jasmine Alyssa Trotter. Grace Catherine Trout. Maxwell Alexander Wynn. Laura Catherine Marlott. Zainuddin Muhammad Abdulmad. Faraz Isa Abdu. Aya Abduni. Nolan Daniel Abernathy. Saleh Abdurrahim Abu Zahara. Brooke Elizabeth Adams. Logan Carter Adams. Patrick Brady Adams. Mariah Kwamar Ahmed. Tali Alexander Atkins. Elizabeth May Allen. Landon Aaron Allen. Obeda Nazareth Azabit. Joseph Wayne Amilai. Ladarius Lamonte Anthony. Elijah Rhodes Argo. Matai and Elise Aragba. Faith Eileen Atkinson. Hannah Grace Babcock. Braxton Edward Baird. Emily Claire Baker. Gabriela Guadalupe Barras Castro. Dylan Ethan Barbieri. Camille Marie Barnes. Courtney Cynthia Barnes. Jacob Madison Barnett. Ashley Marie Barrett. Bobby Susanna Barrett. Janias Davy Battle. Kendall Elizabeth Beasley. Jaden Tyler Bell Matatil. Taylor Jewel Binge. Aubrey Jane Bishop. Luke Christopher Blaine. Sophia Jade Boatwright. Cheyenne Nicole Booker. Brooke Love Bowen. Shemaya Monique Boyce. Macy Lynn Bramble. Caitlin Elise Brazier. Brianna Renee Bratcher. Matthew Stephen Bressick. Franklin Wisdom Briley. Audrey Alexis Brown. Jonathan Andrew Burgesson. Abigail Laura Burton. Jamari LaShawn Bush. Sean Thomas Byers. Kaylee Grace Call. Daniela Camacho Zermino. Krislin Inej Campbell. Caitlin Nicole Carlson. Caleb Troy Carter. Alana Jaleese Carter. Riley Dean Carter. Blythe Caleb Caudill. Campbell and Louise Cottle. Jackson Chase Cothran. Nicholas Michael Shabbat. Savannah Grace Chapman. Audrey Gloriana Chase. Ayana Lene Clark. Derek Taylor Clark. Jada Camille Clark. Haley Marie Coffey. Caitlin Grace Coffey. Andrew Weiser Coleman. Olivia Face Condi. Jake Alexander Conrad. Jasmine Amber Rose Cook. Addison Michelle Cooper. Aubrey Lynn Cox. Abigail Elizabeth Cox. August Lee Crane. Lauren Elizabeth Crawley. Carrington Bell Creasy. Michael Forrest Cricky III. Skylar Lee Creason. Claire Anna Tchaikovsky. Ethan Matthew Dale. Jordan Michael Davenport. Alexis Nicole Davis. Atira Shavani Davis. Hunter Chase Davis. Joshua Terrell Davis. Latrina Bernice Davis. Anna Ruth Deal. Amir J. Diaz. Caroline Elizabeth Dickerson. Althea Dominski Dixon. John Harrison Devine. Christian Lawton de Oliveira. Shannon Bridget Donahue. Gavin Syasor Deongavai. Brendan Lee Dowdy. Abigail Grace Dowling. Jesse Ryan Earwood. Landon Charles Eaton. Brandon Tyron Edwards. Brianna Ansha Edwards. Kennedy Taylor Edwards. Gerald Edward Airbout III. Jesus Ricardo Esperanza de Leon. Stephen Estrada Garcia. Asma Fazah Ahmad. Reagan Lee Fitzpatrick. Taylor Ann Florida. Rokaya Bessely Floyd. Austin Bryant Follis. Peyton Alyssa Fontenot. Virgil Freeze. Presley May Fuqua. Eliana Victoria Gallegos. Cynthia Michelle Garcia. Emma Grace Gilland. Michaela J.C. Gillum. Zachary Allen Gonzalez. Stephanie Gonzalez. Lateria Alexis Gooch Cantrell. Julia Nicole Gragg. Caleb Dawson Gray. Kimani Kaishan Green. Haley Mackenzie Ham. Oscar James Hansen. Isabella Alicia Hardiman. Lillian Renee Harden. Noah Edward Harvell. Amjad Ahmad Hassan. Kurt Conover Hatch. Colin Wesley Hoskins. Takaya Shankira Hawkins. Dallas Zachary Hedden. Samantha Lynette Helton. Randy Jair Hernandez. Donovan Joshua Hester. Abigail May Hicks. Allie Renee Carmela Hill. Haley McKeel Hilliard. Ian Joel Hills. Kendall Bailey Hines. Darby Rose Henson. Jason Isaac Edgar Hobbs. Renali Patrice Hodes. Antavia Denise Holder. Minetta Claire Holmes. Delana Elise Howard. Laura Elizabeth Howell. Victoria Ruth Hunsberger. Tyler David Hudson. Rashad Stephen Hughes. Raina Braquel Hunter. Thomas Reagan Hurst. Alyssa Bailey Ann Hyde. Hannah Reese Hyde. Holland Elise Emez. Genesis Dawn Ives. Trista Elizabeth Easy. Martise Dion Jackson Jr. Wiley Zay Foster Jackson. Neely Page Jernigan. Bailey Nicole Johnson. Carter Gerald Johnson. Keelan Linnell Johnson. Tegan Lee Johnson. Zachary Price Johnson. Alexandria Reagan Jones. Jack Paul Jones. John Marr Jones. Matthew Gabriel Joseph. Molly Danielle Kane. Catalina Carmen Capamas. Sydney Shane Keeney. Seth Christian Keaton. Lila Catherine Kimbrell. Hannah Catherine Kirby. Michael Lewis Kariakoutis. Caitlin Joanna Legenhoven. Owen James Langford. Lauren Grace Lee. Sadie Lane Lee. Jada Simone Leonce. Victoria Elizabeth Lester. Bryce McKay Lewis. Michael Patrick Lewis. Jaylee Jade Lightfoot. Simeon Isaiah Lightsey. Landon Blake Lindsay. Ashley Lyra Rivera. Sydney Morgan Lively. Taylor Haven Long. Eslindy Lopez. Ashley Nicole Lorden. Kaysen Lee Lloyd. Emily Madison Leidick. Riley Josiah Made. Alexandria Rashonda Madison. Mohammed Hassan Malik. Keon Ade Mallard. Caleb Nicholas Marks. Caitlin Elizabeth Martin. Kawasaki Kendall Martin Jr. Kate Nicole Matthews. Dara Nicole May. Ryan Caldwell Maynard. Caden McCandless. Bailey Jordan McCaslin. Ethan David McCullough. Sydney Jane McGill. Elizabeth Faith McHughes. Hannah Reese McKee. Thomas Bernard McMillan. Elijah Brandon McQuitty. Riley Mae McQuitty. Connor Jaron McWhorter. Araceli Laura Medina. Denilson Jose Meza Molero. Shelby Jo Ann Miller. Brianna Renee Mitchell. Kennedy Alore Moffitt. Madison Deborah Moffitt. Haley Dean Mondelli. Jalen Deshaun Moody. Jalen Andrew Moore. Olivia Mackenzie Moore. Riley Elizabeth Moore. Shania Amia Morrow. Diana Susan Mosley. Rowan Camille Mosley. Stephen Tucker Moss. Peyton Emily Murphy. Caden William Myers. Thomas Giff Nance. John Raymond Nedro. Garrett Reed Nilius. Jameson Cage Nephew. Victoria Gabrielle Grace Nichols. Sarah Kate Manari. Makai Lacey Oliver. Connor Rutledge O'Neill. Anna Karen Ortiz Hernandez. Chasen Hunter Overby. Chloe Denise Ownby. June Elizabeth Padilla Arreyes. Benjamin Thomas Painter. Isabel Rose Paradise. Abby Elizabeth Parker. Lauren Elaine Patterson. Michael Anthony Patterson. Lainey Nicole Pearson. Morgan Catherine Penny. Karina Pereira. Pepsi Lee Pompazine. Elizardo Javier Pineda Jimenez. Abigail Margaret Plucker. Daniel Keon Ray Powers. Kylan Amir Pumphrey. Ella Corinne Putnell. Grace Evelyn Violet Puzzo. Summer Elizabeth Rain Ragsdale. Caitlin Ann Rains. Lauren Elizabeth Rains. Benjamin Michael Everett Ray. Easton Garrett Ray. Braden Timothy Reed. Bontarius Damon Reed. Sienna Monique Reed. Ethan Shane Rice. Dakota Clay Richardson. Levi Caleb Richardson. Caden Christopher Rife. Juan Jose Roquelme. Justin David Ritter. Chance Raylan Roberts. Brianna Elaine Robertson. Carly Grace Robinson. Gavin Edward Rogers. Ivana Rodriguez Delanto. Ashlyn Nicole Rager. Shelby Lavoy Rogers. Michael Anthony Romagno. Kaylee Marie Roseberry. Emma Kate Rosenberger. Garrett Evan Rush. Emma Joy Russell. Jory Brionna Russell. Ariana Rochelle Salandi. Jonah Thomas Sanders. Taylor Chase Sanders. Kayla Amari Sandifer. Kencharis Marshone Scales. Matthew Jerome Schneider. Pierre Luigi Sciacca. Cooper Woodrow Sears. Paul Preston Sensabaugh Jr. Joshua Logan Seiler. Seth Hewlin Skelton. Michael Andrew Sledge. Abigail Grace Sloan. Lincoln Edward Sloan. Angel Monique Smith. Emily Grace Smotherman. Wesley Earl Spann Jr. Carson Presley Stacks. Skylar Keeley Staten. Olivia Nicole Stevens. Mateo Alexander Sterum. Lily Abigail Stokes. Jacob Brady Stuckey. Kiernan Mackenzie Stuppy. Brooke Kennedy Sullivan. Zion Bergeron Swader. Catherine Joanne Tate. Ian Elijah Tatum. Caroline Grace Taylor. Dylan Warren Taylor. Garrett Preston Terry. Isabel Caroline Thornton. Benjamin Edward Tickle. Anna Marie Todd. Nicholas Chase Todd. Jillian Paige Tollison. Ellison Brooke Tracy. Chi Ho Tung. Hannah Nicole Turner. Shamira Nakaya Turner. Rona Vongsafe. Lakin Olivia Voorhees. Trinity Shanae Wagoner. Jessica Nicole Waldron. Everett Hassan Walker. Audrey Caitlin Wallace. Haley Elizabeth Walters. Azalea Monique Walton. Olivia Rose Walton. Graciano Renee Ward. Jalen Raekwon Waters. Austin Troy Waters. Isaiah Thomas Watson. Abigail Ann Watts. Donovan William Webb. Madeline Rose Webb. Emily Lynn Wessner. Jalen Christopher Wetzel. Alexandria Nicole White. Noah Austin White. James Edward Whited. Samantha Page Whitwell. Caitlin Laurie Williams. Kennedy Jean Williams. Madison Kinsey Williams. Logan Andrew Williamson. Bridlin Lamont Wilson. Megan Claire Wise. Kirsten McKenna Wojciechowski. Tyreek Tandarius Woods. Rhea Simone Wright. Jian Wu. Bianca Joyce Young. Kylie Nicole Young. Talina Morgan Young. Caitlin Marie Zuzik.
Now, having met the requirements set forth by the State of Tennessee, Rutherford County Board of Education, and Siegel High School, I would like to present to you the class of 2021. At this time, I would like to welcome Elsie Marlette, Senior Class President, for the moving of the tassels.
Graduates, please stand. Will you please join me in moving your tassels from the right to the left? I don't miss it. Now we're going to sing the alma mater that's found in your pamphlets. Please sing with us. Ready? In the heart of Tennessee, across the widespread plain, brightly shine the stars within our alma mater we claim. Bound with strength and steadfast courage, stars will never fail. For our dreams, the sky's the limit. Siegel High, all hail! All right, we're good.
Nothing like this time of year.
Well, I'll tell you something, these things right here, man, I don't know about them. Well, we better get out before we can get out.